Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Doris. If you're new here, please make sure you subscribe to my channel, and for those who are coming back, you know I love you. So today I just want to have a very quick conversation to encourage someone about the fear of getting fired. So I've worked many jobs, and in those many jobs I've had fear of being fired. Like, I've worked in jobs whereby I'm like holding my stomach, maybe tomorrow I'm going to be fired, or anytime from now I'm going to be fired. And I just want to encourage someone through my experience, maybe someone who is going through the same situation. So just a background, I started working when I was very young. I'm a firstborn and we were 4 girls, and I didn't have the luxury of staying at home not working. I started working when I was 18 years old. Maybe for some of you started even earlier than that. So I started when I was 18 years old. I would sell stuff so that I can make money and I can help in the family and all that. And then I went to college and then started working in a bank back in my country. And I remember when I was working in this bank, I had these male bosses who were very bully. Bully is the right word. So let me just tell you the reason why I'm doing this video. When someone gets fired, or when someone is being threatened to be fired, usually someone has the feelings of rejection. You feel like you're not good enough in your job. You feel rejected. You feel your work affects the big part of your life. Even when you go home and you have a spouse or kids, you're not able to relate with them because of that. Like, your job is taking too much of your time, and by the time you get home, you're already feeling like so much burden in you. That's why I keep talking about this. So I started working at an early age, and 21 or 22 years old, in one of the corporate banks back in my country, and I was a cashier. And I remember I had like a bank manager who was a bully, and they used to bully me so much. Anyway, my self-esteem was very low, and I remember he wanted to date me, so he kept on threatening me that I should go out with him for dates and all that, but I was not going to do that. And I remember, like, after maybe 1 year or 2 years, he just made drama with one of his clients. So one of the clients, when I was serving him at the cashier, he just came in one day, and then the following day I was told that some of his money got lost. And then they said that in the following day in the morning, they found the money lying somewhere across where I was staying, where I was serving. And I knew they were just doing this. It was a gang up between the manager who wanted to date me and this client. They just wanted to make this drama so that I get fired. In this company, I didn't know like senior people that would help me, and honestly I was not going to sleep with this guy, so I just got fired. And I got fired maybe at 22 years old or 23, and that started my career journey. And I felt so much heartbroken. Like, I'm a firstborn, I'm just trying to raise money to be able to help my family. This guy wants me to go out with him, and I just get fired because he just did some drama so that I can get fired. I cried so much. I remember I cried so much. I felt the feelings of rejection. I felt the feelings of not good enough, and I didn't have someone who would fight for me. Anyway, long story short, I started looking for other jobs. It took me 5 months for me to get another job. I started doing small jobs here and there, but eventually I got another job with a better bank, actually, Standard Chartered, which was a very good experience after 5 months. So guys, for someone maybe who is fired, or for someone maybe who is feeling like being threatened by being fired, it's not the end of the world. When I got fired on the first job, I felt so crushed and all that. I felt like I was very inadequate, but it didn't take more than 5 months. I got another job. Being fired is like taking a bus and then you are right in the next station. Trust me, in the next station you'll get another bus. It's never that serious. Like, you shouldn't feel this is the end of the world. You don't have to know how you'll get another job, because honestly I didn't know how I was going to get another job. I didn't have connections in my country, in Nairobi, but eventually after 5 months I got another job, even in a better bank and in a better role. So fast forward, I come to Dubai. I start working in Dubai. And then I get this job as an admin manager stroke personal assistant. So admin manager stroke personal assistant, it entails me filing so many things. It entails me taking calls, booking the flight tickets for the boss, booking taxis and all that. And guys, if you know, if you're an extrovert, you know it. Like, we don't just like staying in a room like where we are caged and like we're just surrounded by papers and all that. I'm not very good with papers, and I'm not very good with admin. So, but back then, I didn't know my personality. I didn't even know what I was supposed to do. I'm just looking for a job for me to be able to survive. So after like 6 months, they knew like I was not going to make it in this job because I was sleeping. I was sitting on that desk and I was sleeping. I remember one day I booked the flight ticket for one of the bosses, and I was so afraid I even booked the wrong ticket. And because I didn't want to tell them, I didn't want to get fired. So what I did is I rebooked the ticket using my money. I had to pay $100 to rebook the ticket. But after some time, they just knew like this job was not for me. I remember actually my boss telling me that, Doris, just go look for a job as a business development manager or sales. Don't look for a job in admin anymore. Anyway, fast forward, I was fired. That was in June 21st in 2015. I'll never forget. I remember just stepping out. It was during summer and Ramadan in Dubai, and it was so hot. It was 50 degrees. I'm actually felt like I'm going to faint because of it was hot. So I felt feelings of rejection. I felt the feelings of not good enough, like, you know, like someone rejecting you. Anyway, so when I left that job, I went back to Kenya, and then I decided, you know what, after 3 months, I'll come and start looking for another job. And that's what I did. After 3 months, I went to Kenya. I came back to Dubai and started looking for another job. And within three weeks, I got 3 jobs. So I got some of the best jobs in the world. Like, I got jobs that match my personality. I ended up working in one of the best companies in Dubai. It was owned by a Lebanese. God bless that guy. So I got a job in finance because I had done finance back home. And then he ended up becoming my mentor. He knew I was not good in finance, honestly. Like, I was doing it, but he knew, like, he could tell. So he would call me and he would like mentor me. He would tell me what to do. And then he had so many properties in Dubai, so he kept telling me, Doris, I have this property, please go check it's washed, make sure that you get someone to buy it, coordinate with agents. So he started giving me his properties to manage for him. And that's how I learned that I have a passion for real estate. So during the day I would do accounting, in the evening I would go do his properties, like manage his properties, and he would pay me very good money. And I knew like that is what I was meant to be. So the lesson that I learned from this is it's never that bad. When I was fired in that admin role, like it might take time. It might take time for you to bounce back. It might cost you to cry. It might cost you money, but eventually you're going to bounce back. It's never that serious. Losing a job is like, you know, losing a boyfriend. You get another one, or moving from one job here, one bus here, and in the next bus stop you'll get another bus. So it's never that serious. And actually sometimes when you lose a job, you end up getting something even better than what you have. I ended up getting like getting into real estate. Like, this job just led me into where I'm supposed to be, and my life has never been the same again. So when you lose your job, don't feel rejection. Don't feel like these people, like you're not good enough. Sometimes you lose jobs so that God can redirect your steps to what you are meant to be. And if you keep staying in the wrong jobs, he'll keep pushing you if you cannot move out by yourself. And also you need to learn yourself, like, you know, discover yourself. What are your talents? If you're an extrovert, like, staying in an admin position is shooting your head, because honestly we don't like anything that has details. We like going out and seeing people and talking to people. If you're an introvert, like, just find out. Honestly, accounting are good for introverts. Just try to find out. Even ask your friends or family, what do I do best, and then they'll be able to guide you. So this is my short story. I'll be doing another video on on this, like what to do when you lose a job, or like how to cushion yourself from that fear of losing jobs. I'll do it on the next video. Thank you so much. I keep saying all things are possible to those who believe. There's nothing impossible. Cheers, bye. This is my sister. I'm talking about how not to be afraid of losing jobs. Have you ever been afraid of losing jobs in Dubai?
No. Buy that apartment. It's a hotel, it's not an apartment. Buy apartments, buy them, and then buy one for me. Yeah, buy. You will be blessed if you buy one for me. It's not a blackmail. Look at this. It's not a blackmail. Bye.